The creators. Anunnaki, gods, ancient aliens. The other god in the Bible, his name was hidden for 3,000 years. For over 3 millennia, a divine name has remained buried, obscured from the eyes of humanity. Why has the true name of God been hidden for so long? What secrets does the Bible conceal, waiting for the right moment to be revealed? Could it be that there's a force, a hidden presence, that shaped everything we know, but remains veiled under layers of history and scripture? In this video, you will uncover the shocking truth behind one of the most profound mysteries of the Bible. We will reveal who the other God truly was, and why his name has been kept from us for thousands of years. As we journey through ancient scriptures, lost knowledge and divine revelations, you will begin to understand why this hidden truth has the potential to change everything. Stay with me as we explore the depths of biblical history, uncovering secrets that have been locked away, and why it matters more than ever today. This isn't just about understanding the past, it's about unlocking the divine blueprint of the universe and how it relates to you. Will you dare to know the truth? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about the idea of a hidden God in the Bible? What do you think this revelation means for our faith today? Like, share, and subscribe as we unravel these divine mysteries together. The creation of humanity by the Anunnaki, divine intervention in our origins. When we look into the depths of ancient texts, one of the most profound mysteries lies in the origin of humanity. The question has haunted scholars, theologians, and spiritual seekers for centuries. How did humanity truly come into existence? The answer might be far beyond what we have ever been taught. In the biblical narrative, we hear of God creating man from dust, breathing life into his being. But what if this story, profound as it is, hides a deeper, more complex truth? What if the true origin of humanity wasn't simply divine will, but divine intervention of a different nature? According to the Anunnaki theory, humanity wasn't merely molded from clay, but was rather genetically engineered by a superior civilization, beings who arrived on Earth eons ago. Imagine a scenario where, long before the dawn of recorded history, a group of advanced beings arrived on Earth from a distant planet, Nibiru. Their planet was dying, the environment uninhabitable, and they sought one thing: gold. But they didn't just extract the precious metal. They needed a labor force to do the work. As the Anunnaki were too powerful to perform such menial tasks, they turned to a primitive hominid species, Homo erectus, already living on Earth. With their advanced genetic knowledge, the Anunnaki spliced their own DNA with that of these hominids, creating a new, more capable species, us. This divine intervention was not just an act of creation, but of elevation, an elevation of humanity to a point where we could serve the gods and carry out their labor. This theory, once considered fringe, begins to hold weight when we consider the rapid leap in human intellectual and social capabilities around 50,000 years ago. In an instant, humanity, who once lived like animals, suddenly began to develop tools, form complex social structures, and create art. Could this be the result of divine genetic modification? Could the story of Adam, the first man, and his creation from the dust of the earth, be a veiled reference to these beings who shaped humanity's destiny? One of the most striking features of this story is how the Anunnaki did not simply create slaves, but imbued the first humans with divine essence, a spark of their own intelligence. These early humans, with their enhanced capabilities, were meant to serve the gods, but also, as we learn from the ancient texts, to eventually govern and shape their own destiny. And yet, as humanity flourished, so did its thirst for knowledge, a thirst that would forever change the relationship between the Anunnaki and humanity. In the Bible, this thirst for knowledge is represented by the tree of knowledge, the forbidden fruit that gave Adam and Eve the knowledge of good and evil. In many ways, this parallels the divine gifts the Anunnaki gave humanity, gifts that were both a blessing and a curse. They gave us the ability to think, to create, and to understand our world, but this also made us more powerful, more independent, and ultimately less controllable. But what is the lesson here for us today? The story of the Anunnaki and their creation of humanity is a reminder that knowledge and power, while gifts, come with great responsibility. Just as Adam and Eve were cast out of the Garden of Eden after gaining forbidden knowledge, so too must we be cautious with the knowledge we pursue. We must use the divine gifts we've been given, our intelligence, our creativity, our capacity for compassion, to heal, build, and create, not destroy. The Anunnaki may have been the ones who shaped our destiny, but it is up to us to shape our future. As we move forward in this exploration, we come to understand that humanity's divine spark, its ability to rise above its origins, is both a blessing and a challenge. We are meant for greatness, but we must remember to balance our power with wisdom. Just as the Anunnaki sought gold, we must seek the gold of knowledge and wisdom, not just for ourselves, but for the betterment of all. The divine intervention that created humanity was not an accident. It was a deliberate act, shaping a species capable of greatness. But how we choose to wield this gift, this knowledge, will determine our future. As we delve deeper into the Anunnaki's role in shaping not just our origins, but our destinies, we begin to see that their influence on humanity is not confined to the past, but extends to the present day. The truths they reveal to us, whether consciously or subconsciously, have been passed down through generations, hidden in the very fabric of our existence. And as we continue this journey, we'll uncover even more of these truths, truths that might just change everything we've ever believed about our origins, our purpose, and our future. Anunnaki and other gods, the hidden divine forces of our world. The presence of the Anunnaki in ancient texts and the stories passed down through generations is but one part of a much larger and often hidden narrative. Throughout history, different civilizations have spoken of gods who descended from the heavens, beings of immense power and wisdom who shaped not only the earth, but the very course of humanity. These gods were often depicted as powerful beings, sometimes even godlike in their stature, who walked among us, taught us, and ultimately left us with the divine knowledge to govern the earth. In many ways, the story of the Anunnaki mirrors that of gods in other cultures, gods who arrived from the sky and imparted wisdom, technology, and power to humanity. We see this in the biblical stories of angels, in the tales of Egyptian gods like Ra, and in the lore of gods like Zeus and the Olympians. But what if these were not just myths? What if the similarities between these stories were not coincidental, but pointed to a larger, unified truth? In the Bible, we hear of the Nephilim, a race of giants who were the offspring of the sons of God and human women. This passage has long been a subject of intrigue and speculation, with many interpreting it as a literal description of divine beings intermingling with humans. Could the Nephilim have been the offspring of the Anunnaki, the product of their genetic manipulation? Was this their way of creating beings who could bridge the gap between the divine and the human? We also hear of other divine beings in the Bible, angels who acted as messengers and warriors for God, yet these beings often appear to possess knowledge and abilities far beyond what we would expect from mere servants of a deity. Could these beings, like the Anunnaki, have been part of a larger network of divine beings who influenced the course of human history? And if so, what does this mean for our understanding of God and the divine? As we examine these ancient texts, we begin to see a pattern emerging, one where divine beings, gods, and celestial entities have played an integral role in shaping human civilization. These gods were not distant or disconnected from humanity. Rather, they were deeply involved in the affairs of men, guiding, teaching, and sometimes even ruling over us. But what is the lesson here for us today? The lesson is clear. The divine forces that shaped humanity are not as distant or removed as we may have once thought. The gods of ancient civilizations, whether they were the Anunnaki or other divine beings, were intimately involved in the creation and shaping of human civilization. Their influence is still felt today, in the knowledge we have inherited, the technologies we use, and the very structures of power that govern our world. And perhaps most importantly, these gods were not merely figures of worship, they were teachers, guiding us on our path, showing us what we are capable of when we reach for the divine. But with this knowledge comes responsibility. As we uncover the truths of these ancient gods, we are reminded that we too are capable of greatness, but that greatness comes with a need for wisdom, humility, and compassion. The Anunnaki, in their divine intervention, shaped humanity into something extraordinary. Now, it is up to us to continue that legacy, using the divine knowledge we have been given to heal, to create, and to elevate not just ourselves, but the world around us. The role of Anunnaki in the creation of ancient monuments, a legacy of divine power. As we explore the legacy of the Anunnaki, we come to one of the most striking aspects of their influence, the construction of ancient monuments. Across the globe, from the pyramids of Egypt to the ziggurats of Mesopotamia, humanity has left behind awe-inspiring structures that seem to defy the capabilities of the civilizations that built them. But what if these monuments were not just the product of human ingenuity, but of divine intervention? Could the Anunnaki, with their superior technology and knowledge, have been the true architects of these wonders? In Egypt, the Great Pyramid of Giza stands as a testament to the advanced understanding of geometry, engineering, and astronomy. The precision with which the pyramid was built, aligned perfectly with the stars and the Earth's cardinal directions, suggests a knowledge far beyond the capabilities of the time. How could an ancient civilization with limited tools and technology construct such a marvel? Could it be that the Anunnaki provided humanity with the knowledge necessary to build these structures? The answer might lie in the ancient texts and the divine figures who are said to have taught humanity the secrets of the heavens. The ziggurats of Mesopotamia offer another clue. These towering structures, dedicated to the gods, were not only places of worship, but also centers of astronomical observation and religious power. Their construction was not just about bricks and mortar, but about the alignment of the divine with the earthly realm. The Anunnaki, who were believed to be gods themselves, may have been the ones who taught humanity how to build these sacred spaces, guiding the alignment of the stars and the use of celestial knowledge. But beyond the architectural marvels, there is a deeper, more spiritual lesson embedded in the construction of these monuments. The Egyptians believed that the pyramids were a gateway to the afterlife, a connection between the living and the divine. The Anunnaki, in their divine wisdom, may have understood the importance of such structures, not just for practical purposes, but as a means of transcending the earthly realm and connecting with the divine. These monuments were not just physical structures, they were spiritual beacons, guiding humanity toward a greater understanding of their connection to the cosmos. The lesson here is clear. The construction of these ancient monuments was not just an act of human achievement, but a reflection of the divine knowledge that humanity received from the Anunnaki. These structures were built not just to honor the gods, but to elevate humanity's understanding of the universe and their place within it. The divine intervention that shaped these creations is a reminder that, even in our darkest moments, we are capable of great things when we align ourselves with higher forces, when we seek to understand the mysteries of the divine. In today's world, as we face challenges and obstacles, it is important to remember that the knowledge and wisdom of the Anunnaki whether literal or symbolic, is still within us. We too are capable of creating wonders if we tap into the divine spark that resides within us. The pyramids and ziggurats are not just remnants of the past. They are a reminder of what humanity is capable of when we embrace the divine power within us. As we continue our journey through the mysteries of the Anunnaki and their influence on human history, we must remember that the divine wisdom they imparted is not lost. It lives on within us, in our creativity, our intellect, and our ability to connect with the divine. The monuments they helped us build are a reflection of the potential that lies within us all. The hidden God and the secrets of the Bible, a revelation for our time. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Bible, we are confronted with an unsettling truth. There is a hidden God whose name has been concealed for over 3 millennia. Why would such a truth be hidden? Why would the divine force that shaped the universe remain unknown to us? Could it be that this hidden God holds the key to understanding not just our past, but our future as well? The Bible speaks of a God who is both omnipotent and omniscient, a God who created the heavens and the earth. Yet there are hints throughout the scriptures that there is more to the story. In the book of Genesis, we read about the sons of God who came to earth and took human wives, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim, the giants. This passage has long been a source of speculation and debate, with many wondering who these sons of God truly were. Some believe that these beings were angels, while others suggest that they were the Anunnaki, who came to earth and intermingled with humanity. This hidden God, whose name has been concealed for so long, may be the key to understanding the true nature of the divine intervention that shaped humanity. The Anunnaki, as divine beings, may have been part of a larger cosmic plan, one that goes beyond the creation of humanity and touches upon the very fabric of the universe. Could it be that the Anunnaki were sent by this hidden God to guide humanity on its path, to teach us the secrets of the cosmos, and to prepare us for a greater purpose? The Bible tells us that God's ways are mysterious and beyond our understanding, but it also teaches us that we must seek knowledge and wisdom. In the story of Adam and Eve, we learn that the pursuit of knowledge can lead to both enlightenment and downfall. The hidden God, whose name has been concealed, may be urging us to seek the deeper truths of existence, to look beyond the surface of our reality, and to discover the divine purpose that lies at the heart of our lives. This revelation is not just a matter of uncovering ancient truths, but of awakening to the divine presence that is all around us. The hidden God, the divine force that shaped our existence, is not distant or disconnected from us. Rather, it is present within every moment, within every breath. As we uncover the secrets of the Bible and the divine wisdom of the Anunnaki, we are reminded that we are not alone in this journey. The divine is always with us, guiding us, shaping us, and helping us fulfill our true potential. The lesson here is one of humility and reverence. As we seek the truth of the hidden God, we must do so with a heart full of gratitude and awe. We are part of a much larger plan, a divine blueprint that stretches across the ages. The secrets of the Bible, the stories of the Anunnaki, and the hidden name of God are all part of this greater mystery, a mystery that is waiting to be uncovered. As we continue on this journey, let us open our hearts to the divine wisdom that is being revealed to us. The hidden God may have been concealed for thousands of years, but now, in this moment, the truth is coming to light. The divine presence that has shaped our past and our future is here, waiting for us to embrace it, to learn from it, and to walk in its light. Anunnaki's influence on our spiritual path, embracing the divine knowledge. As we continue our journey into the mystery of the Anunnaki, we begin to realize that their impact on humanity is not limited to physical achievements or technological advancements. The true essence of their influence lies within the spiritual knowledge they imparted to humanity. This knowledge wasn't just about tools or building grand structures. It was about awakening a deeper connection to the divine, to the cosmos, and to the very essence of life itself. The Anunnaki, as divine beings, understood the interconnectedness of all things. They didn't merely teach us how to build cities or mine gold, they imparted wisdom that would guide us towards spiritual enlightenment. One of the most profound aspects of their teachings was the understanding that we are not separate from the divine. We are part of it. This realization is echoed in the Bible, where God speaks of creating humanity in His image. The Anunnaki's influence, however, may have taken this teaching a step further, showing us that we are not just created in the image of the divine, but that we are intimately connected to it in every aspect of our being. Through their divine intervention, the Anunnaki helped awaken the human consciousness, lifting us from the depths of ignorance and bringing us closer to understanding the mysteries of the universe. This connection to the divine wasn't just about knowledge or power, it was about aligning ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, the rhythm of the stars, and the deep wisdom of creation. In doing so, they gave humanity the opportunity to reach a higher spiritual state, one where we could transcend the mundane and begin to understand the eternal. This wisdom, however, didn't come without its challenges. The pursuit of spiritual knowledge often leads us into conflict with the material world. Just as Adam and Eve's acquisition of knowledge led to their fall from grace, so too does the pursuit of divine wisdom require a delicate balance. The Anunnaki's teachings may have opened the door to higher consciousness, but it was up to humanity to choose how to use this knowledge. Would we use it for creation and healing, or would we let it lead us down a path of destruction? The spiritual lessons imparted by the Anunnaki are not just ancient teachings, they are timeless truths that we can still apply to our lives today. When we open ourselves to the divine wisdom of the universe, when we align ourselves with the higher forces at work in our lives, we unlock the power to create, heal, and transform. The Anunnaki's teachings remind us that we are capable of greatness, not because of our own abilities, but because of the divine presence within us. It is through this divine knowledge that we can begin to understand our true purpose. As we awaken to the spiritual truths of the universe, we realize that we are not merely passers-by on this earth. We are divine beings, capable of shaping our own destiny, capable of creating a world that reflects the beauty, love, and wisdom of the divine. The Anunnaki's influence on our spiritual path is a reminder that our journey is not just about surviving in this world, it is about awakening to the divine within and embracing the path of enlightenment. As we move forward, we must remember the lesson that the Anunnaki imparted to humanity, that spiritual growth is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about aligning ourselves with the greater cosmic plan. When we seek to understand the divine, we must do so with humility, love, and reverence. The wisdom of the Anunnaki, though hidden for millennia, is now being revealed to us once again, reminding us of the power we have within to transform ourselves and the world around us. The hidden God. Understanding His name and purpose in our lives. As we approach the final revelation of this journey, we are faced with the most profound truth of all, the identity of the hidden God. For thousands of years, His name has remained concealed, shrouded in mystery. But why? Why has this divine force, the creator of the universe, remained hidden from our understanding for so long? And what does it mean for us today to uncover His name and purpose? The Bible speaks of a God who is both loving and just, a God who created all things and governs the heavens and the earth. But beneath this narrative lies a deeper truth, one that has been hidden for millennia. The name of this God, concealed from the eyes of humanity, holds the key to understanding not just our past, but our future. Could it be that this hidden God is calling us to awaken to a deeper understanding of our divine nature and our connection to the cosmos? Throughout the scriptures, there are glimpses of this hidden God. His presence is felt in the whisper of the wind, in the stillness of the night, in the majesty of creation. Yet his name is never fully revealed. Why? Perhaps because his name represents something beyond the limitations of human understanding. Perhaps it is a name that transcends language, a name that speaks to the essence of all that is divine and eternal. In uncovering this name, we are not just learning about a deity, we are discovering the very source of our existence. The name of the hidden God, when revealed, will not just be a label or a title, it will be a revelation of the divine purpose that lies within each of us. The Anunnaki, as divine beings who walked among us, may have known this name, and they may have hidden it from us, not because they wished to keep it from us, but because we were not yet ready to understand its true meaning. The Bible speaks of a time when we will know the name of God fully and intimately, when we will be united with the divine in a way that transcends our current understanding. But this revelation is not just about knowledge. It is about transformation. When we understand the name of the hidden God, we will understand our true purpose on this earth. We will understand that we are not merely creatures of flesh and blood, but divine beings, created in the image of the Creator, capable of manifesting His will on this earth. The revelation of this divine name will awaken within us the power to create, to heal, and to bring about the kingdom of heaven here on earth. The lesson here is one of faith and patience. Just as the name of the hidden God has remained concealed for millennia, so too must we remain patient in our search for divine truth. The path to enlightenment is not a quick or easy one, but it is one that leads to the deepest understanding of our purpose and our connection to the divine. As we continue to search for the hidden name of God, let us do so with open hearts, willing to accept the truth that lies beyond the veil. This revelation is not just for the few, it is for all of humanity. The hidden God's name, when fully revealed, will unite us all in a shared understanding of our divine purpose. It is up to us to embrace this truth and allow it to guide us on our spiritual journey. As we walk this path together, we will come to understand that the name of the hidden God is not just a name, it is a key that unlocks the door to our true potential and the divine destiny that awaits us all. As we draw near to the end of this journey, I want to leave you with something deeper than just a video, something that resonates within your soul and speaks to the deepest corners of your heart. Throughout this exploration of the hidden truths of the Bible and the divine forces that have shaped humanity, we have uncovered a wealth of ancient wisdom, powerful lessons, and divine knowledge that continue to guide and inspire us today. The Anunnaki, as mysterious and awe-inspiring as they are, reveal more than just their celestial origins and their influence on human civilization. They stand as symbols of a greater truth, a truth that we, as individuals and as a collective, are called to awaken to. We are all part of a divine plan, intricately woven into the fabric of the universe, guided by forces that are beyond our immediate understanding, but deeply connected to our very essence. Just as the Anunnaki awakened humanity to new heights, they remind us that we too have the potential to awaken to the divine truth within us, a truth that can transform our lives and our world. In the same way, the Bible speaks of God's eternal love, guidance, and the mysteries that are often hidden from the world until the right time. The journey to understanding these divine truths is not always easy. There are moments of doubt, moments of struggle, and moments when the path seems uncertain. But in those moments, we must remember that the light is always with us, guiding us through the darkness. The name of the hidden God, once revealed, is not just a key to understanding the mysteries of the universe. It is the key to understanding our own purpose, our own power, and our own potential to create a life filled with divine meaning. I invite you with an open heart to carry these lessons forward. Whether it is the ancient wisdom of the Anunnaki or the deep truths found in the scriptures, each of us has a divine spark within that can help illuminate the way forward, even in the darkest times. When we align ourselves with this divine knowledge, we are empowered to create, heal, and build a life that reflects the light of the Creator. This light, though sometimes hidden, is always within reach, always ready to guide us toward the higher path. If you have found peace, strength, or inspiration from this video, if you feel that these words have touched your spirit in a way that brings you closer to the divine truth, I humbly invite you to support this channel. Your engagement, whether through a simple like, a thoughtful comment, or subscribing, helps keep this journey alive. If you feel called to, even the smallest gesture of support is deeply appreciated and serves as a beacon for me to continue sharing this message of hope and divine wisdom. Every word of encouragement, every gesture of love, fuels this mission to share the light of God's teachings with others. The teachings we have explored together are not just ancient stories. They are living truths, meant to guide us, uplift us, and empower us to live lives filled with love, purpose, and spiritual connection. Let this message be a reminder that no matter where we are in our journey, we are never alone. We are part of a greater divine plan, and it is within our power to awaken to this truth, to embrace the divine within us, and to walk in the light of love and wisdom. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of the divine, let us carry these lessons forward in our daily lives. Let them shape our actions, our thoughts, and our relationships. Let us be the light that shines in the world, a light that reflects the love and wisdom of the divine forces that have shaped our existence. And let us never forget that, no matter how hidden or distant the truth may seem, it is always within us, waiting to be discovered. Thank you, from the depths of my heart, for being part of this journey. Your presence, your energy, and your support make all the difference in the world. Together, we are part of a greater mission to awaken, to heal, and to create a life that reflects the divine beauty and wisdom of the Creator. May you walk in light and love, always.